everybody, and welcome back to Shiko Hope TV USA. My name is Shiko Hope, and this is where we say inawezekana, the home of hope. And this is Shiko Hope TV USA Village Edition. So guys, today I am very happy to do this video here. You can see the background, the setting is the village background, village setting. I feel so good, and I don't think the wind, yeah, there is a lot of wind, but I think this video will not be affected by the wind. So guys, you've been asking me so many questions since we came to the village, and let me answer one of the questions today. And the question that you have been asking me is this: Shiko, you are very lucky. How come you went to the US, you have stayed less than 5 years, and you have made it to go back home within that very short time? Because you ask this question and you continue, because some of our relatives have been to the US for more than 10 years. They have never made it home. They have never made it, all of them. They normally come one person or two people. But I can see, Shiko, you are there with your family. How come you did it? How did you manage to come to the village within a very short time, and your whole family is back here? So guys, let me tell you one thing about the life in the US. You don't compare your life with anybody, and also the priorities are very different, and also everyone is unique and different in their own ways. And again, everyone has his or her own story. Immigration stories, they are very different, and also financial ability is also another factor that can affect people from going to the village or going back to their home country within a very short time or within a very long time. So you guys, you know very well that we went to the US like 4 years ago, and we have managed to come to the village. All the whole of my family, we are all here before we hit our 4th year, because we are going to hit the 4 years mark next year in January 18. And right now we are in December, and sisi wote we are in the village, and thank God for this. The question you have been asking is, how did you manage to make it to the village within a very short time before even you get the citizenship? So guys, I already mentioned about the priorities, and everyone's case is different, and also the immigration process of each and everyone. Most of people who do not manage to go to their home country, maybe within a very long time, maybe more than 6, 7, 8, 10, 20 years, it's because maybe the immigration process is still going on. They have not yet attained the legal documents that would allow them to move out of the US and re-enter again without any problems. Guys, you know, not only green card that people made it to the US. Green card is one of the best ways, but there are so many ways that people get themselves in the US, and before they fix their status, time runs out, and you find out that 7, 8, 10 years have elapsed, and people are still processing their immigration papers. But with green card, diversity visa, you can go back to your home country anytime you feel like, and you go back to the US, and nobody will ask you a question at the airport at the point of the entry, because you have what it takes. So guys, I normally tell you that green card is the best way to move to the US, and that's why we managed to come back home, everyone in my family, because we have the green card or the permanent resident card. With that card, you can go out of the US and go back, and no one will question you. So guys, you have been asking me, Shiko, my relative has been to the US for the last 10 years. We have lost the relative. She has lost the relative, and she didn't make it to the wedding. She didn't make it to the funerals, and also some even lost or lose their very close relatives, like spouses and children, and they don't go back to their home country to bury them. This is because once they jet out of the US, they will not be able to get back again, because they don't have what it takes to go back to the US, and what it takes is the green card or the permanent resident cards. So guys, don't say that our relatives alikatalia US, she does not care, or they don't care about the family they left behind. They have not come, or they did not come to bury their parents, they didn't come to bury their kids, because they know, yes, I have lost my relative, a very close relative, but once I get out of these states, I'll not be able to come back again. That's what they look at, and maybe they say, whenever I get the documents or the makaratasi, I will just go back home and I will mourn my relative and I will give them the last respect, and then I'll be able to come back to the US, because by that time I'll be having my documents. But now I can't make it to go out and come back because I don't have the documents. So guys, our relatives back in the US, they are going through a lot, processing the immigration papers, and the process takes a long time, because everyone has a different case. Yes, some have filed for asylum, and asylum is something that is very very serious, and it is very investigated by the immigration officers, and it takes a long time. And also it will depend on the case itself, how this person represented his case of asylum. But once they get the documents, they'll be going back to their home country and coming back to the US anytime they wish. So people who have won diversity visa, or in short green card, they get the documents very fast, because within a very short time, 1 month, 2 months, they have the documents. So anybody who have won green card, they can go back to their home country anytime after they receive the green card or the permanent residence card, the permanent residence card. Another thing is about the finances. You know guys, when you are paying for your air ticket, it is not something very cheap. Air ticket itself, it takes a lot of your, you have to dig deeper into your pocket. Like for example, because you're not paying one way, you are just paying a round trip, which is a little bit cheaper than only one way. Like when we were going to the US, we just paid one way because we were not planning to come back to Kenya anytime soon. So we paid 75,000 each and every adult, and 63,000 for the kids. That season the flights were very cheap, very cheap. Imagine 75,000 Kenyan shillings one way. And for the kids we paid 63,000 because we paid through the IOM. And when you pay your air ticket through the IOM, they have a discount for the diversity visa winners or the selectees. So once you win and you want to pay your air ticket, just go to the IOM. They have amazing deals for the diversity visa winners or green card winners. They are just amazing. So this time, when we knew that we would be coming to Kenya, it is not something that we just woke up one morning and decided, but then Kenya. No, it is something that needs a lot of preparation. So guys, let me tell you one thing. We paid for our tickets in the month of August. That's when we paid for our tickets, because we wanted to pay our ticket in advance, and then prepare ourselves at workplace, at schools and everything, so that we have an ample time to do everything in order. So we paid our tickets in August. And one thing, let me tell you guys, once you want, you know that in a particular month I would like to visit a place. When you pay your ticket in advance, you pay very cheap. You pay very cheap. Guys, imagine how much we paid for the whole trip, a round trip for one person. Guys, imagine we paid 78,000 Kenyan shillings. That is $780 US round trip, because we paid it earlier, 4 months earlier. So we did not pay that much because we knew we'll be visiting Kenya, and that is how we paid that cheaper. Imagine round trip to and fro, 78,000 Kenyan shillings. Yes, we made it. So we paid the ticket earlier. So whatever we were left with is just the pocket money and some miscellaneous here and there, and that's why we made it. We made it because, for example, Baby Favor can't pay for your ticket because she's less than 2 years. Any child who is less than 2 years, they don't pay for air ticket. They just pay something small. But for the others, tunalipa too, because everyone will sit on a chair, so they pay, but they don't pay as adults. So whatever I paid is the same amount that Shiro paid, because Shiro was counted as an adult because she's above 12 years. For Jerry and Ian, they didn't pay that much. So in total, we paid less than 300,000 Kenyan shillings for 5 people to Kenya. So guys, let me pause this video because it is raining and we will continue. So guys, the rain has just decided to stop, just like that. So let's continue. So that's what I was saying, that we paid our air tickets in August, early August, and we paid 780,000, not 780 US dollars. That is 78,000 Kenyan shillings. So the air ticket, by that time, it was very, very cheap and affordable. So it catered for each one of us. We managed to pay for every one of us, 5 people. We paid that amount of money because Baby Favor, she just came free. So guys, another thing is about priorities. Because of the problems that people encounter while they are back in the home country, once they go to the US, they just decide to settle and focus on settling in the United States of America. And people, you know, everyone has a story, and everyone has a way of settling. So settling, it is not something easy. It can take 2, 3, 4, even 10 years to settle, because time really runs so fast. Time really flies, and within a short time you decide, oh my goodness, it is 10 years, I have never been able to go back home, because the people, maybe you concentrated, maybe going back to school, maybe you just want to make money and invest, and maybe going back home, it is not in the list of going of not in the list, it is not one of the priorities on your list. So people are different, and that's why you see people not making it to visit their home country within a very short time. Personally, for our people who we went with in DV 2018, many people have gone back to their home country. Very many people. I think I'm among the last people to visit my home country because of my big family. But many people who we were with DV 2018, many people have made it to visit their home country. Some even not once. Some people who are very single, they come to Kenya every year, because it is in them. People are different, okay? Some even are married and they made it to come back to Kenya after 2 years. So I'm not the first one to come in my squad or DV 2018. I'm among the last, because those people with DV, with green cards, they are free to do anything. They are free to come back home. Maybe you have lost a parent, you have lost a close relative, you want to come for the burial, and they just make it. It's just paying up an air ticket and come back home, and maybe celebrate the Christmas with your people, or maybe give your loved one a decent send-off, and you go back to the US and you continue with your life there. So I think I have just answered you people. It depends on those many factors. us. Right now, I don't know when I'll be coming back home, but hopefully next year we are going to hold another meet and greet, guys, because you said we'll be having this each and every year. Because the meet and greet was an amazing and a very, very colorful event. You just said, Shiko, can we be having this every year? Hopefully next year you'll have another one, a bigger and a better meet and greet event. And this one, because you guys you testified, you witnessed, this one it will be a bit easier because you'll be part and parcel of planning the event. Because the team that was planning, they were less than 15 people, and that is what we managed to bring up. So guys, if that was for 15 people, what about the whole group, the meet and greet people who are going to come up with ideas, best ideas, best opinions, best everything? So watch out for the next meet and greet event coming next year. We are going to plan kwenye tuko, guys, because everyone who attended the meet and greet event, we are in a separate WhatsApp group where we'll be planning this event for next year. So guys, that's how we managed to come after. I can't say it is a short time, and then I can't say it is not, it is that long time, but God made everything possible and beautiful in his own time. Have a good day, guys, and then watch the next video, because I'll be answering each and every question in a very short video like this one. Have a good one, and God bless you. Team Shiko Hope, a very strong team Kubwa. Thank you so much. God bless you and have a good night. Bye bye.